Have you been charged with driving under the influence of drugs other than alcohol? Many of our clients have. Modern medicine has a pill for everything, it seems, and you may have been taking one or more medications when you were stopped by the police. Does driving while taking your prescribed or over-the-counter medication make you a criminal? The answer is no, if your driving was not impaired by whatever substance you were taking. You may also have had an adverse reaction to something you had just begun taking, which could be a defense to the charge. To be guilty of a crime, the prosecution must prove not only that you had taken a drug, but also that it affected you to the point your ability to drive was impaired. To do that, the police may have done a traditional DUI investigation, or you may have had an examination by a drug recognition evaluator, or DRE. A DRE is a police officer who has received some limited training in measuring vital signs, observing symptoms, and administering and evaluating a specific set of field sobriety tests. The DRE officer may then try to render an opinion about what type of drug you're taking and that you are under the influence of it. The officers will require you to take a breath test to rule out alcohol, and then will require either a blood or urine sample. This sample will be sent to a crime lab for analysis to determine if there are any drugs or metabolites present. You may have even been tested by one of the new and experimental methods such as nystagmus cameras and saliva drug tests. With all that against you, what can we do to help? Lots. We review every aspect of the investigation. We have the police training manuals, and we know if the officers did their exam correctly and came to the right conclusions. We have the toxicology manuals, and we know if the crime lab did their work correctly. By the time our investigation is completed, we will know more about your case than the prosecution. Most prosecutions are based on the mere presence of a drug, rather than on the amount found in your blood or urine. It is often difficult, even when drugs are found, to connect the drugs to your observed behavior in driving. The district attorney files charges in these cases even when the test results are actually below the therapeutic levels of prescribed medication. If you've been arrested for drug driving and you feel that you were not impaired, you need an attorney who knows the science, understands your medical issues, and is prepared to challenge the prosecution. When we represent a person for driving under the influence of medication or drugs, we do our homework. When you need to choose an attorney for your DUI case, choose carefully. You have questions. Make sure your attorney has the answers. Call the law office of Barry T. Simons for a free consultation.